Hello and welcome to my channel on human design. This week is going to be a very interesting week. We finished today the channel of the transmitter, really taking in information, whatever is transmitted, and assessing it and assessing where it's coming from, and accessing whether it's true or not, whether it's something that's relevant and important to you or not. But things begin to change when we come to tomorrow. Because tomorrow we have a background field that brings in the channel of curiosity, the 11th gate and the 56th gate. The 11th gate of endless ideas meets the gate of stimulation. So here we have the channel of curiosity, thinking about the possibilities, thinking about the consequences. If we were to do that, what would happen? It's a mind that can be very fictional. It's really about the story. It's really about where you're caught in the story. It has an emotional feel to it. We're drawn into the stories and we find our place in the story with the characters that really resonate to us. So when we're thinking about it as a transit, think about it as the narrative. Think about the different narratives, the different stories that are being told, the different pathways that they could open up were they to be true or were they to manifest. It can be a great channel for teaching because it's going to make the teaching interesting. It's going to animate it and bring it alive. Great teachers, they make the most boring subjects really interesting. But it's really for us to think about, well, what is coming through, all the different ideas, all the diversity of the ideas. And I'm not kidding when I say it's the gate of endless ideas. And I'm not kidding when I say that it can be very stimulating. It can also be very entertaining. The 56 is also a bit of an entertainer. So the curiosity, oh, that's really interesting. I wonder where that rabbit hole goes. There's going to be that going on. But then on Wednesday, the 6th of November, in comes the 1-8 as well. And in comes the Sphinx theme. This is about direction, but it's direction in the creative sense, in the individual creative sense. The sun is in the first gate, the gate of creation. The gate of creation is not an act of will. It's something that comes through us. It is our natural creativity. We'll be thinking about possibilities and endless ideas, and we'll be thinking about, well, how can I go my own way? How can I live my life in a unique way? It's grounded on the second gate. The second gate is the gate of vision. It's the gate of higher knowing. It's about being in alignment with truth and beauty. It's highly creative and highly beautiful. Like anything is, if it's truly, honestly expressed, if it's individual, if it's a one-off, it can be quirky, it can be unusual, and it will be unusual. Why? Because the 8th gate is in Uranus, and Uranus is unusualness. So when you're thinking about it in terms of how it applies to you, it will be, how can I make a unique contribution with something unusual? Or maybe it's some kind of new technology that comes out that people begin to get involved with, get interested in. I know there's a lot of talk about GPT and working with AI. I'm not saying it's that. It could be something else, but certainly it's something new that comes in. A new pathway opens up for us to consider, to think about if it's in alignment with who we are. And again, as always, it's going to come from the decision should be coming from your strategy and inner authority in making a directional change in your life, in being influenced by something creative and new, the road less traveled. We don't know exactly what's going to come to us during this week, but it's going to be within those themes, which is why I say it's going to be a very interesting week. because we've got an individual direction coming in, and we've got a mind that is going to be thinking about many, many different things. And what is stimulating? What is entertaining? What is a good story? You know, who knows what is going to come out for us to look at and for us to think about? But it's going to be an interesting and very likely an entertaining and unusual week. So something to look forward to. Nothing too serious, I think, during this. I mean, maybe, but I always think about these channels. I really love both these channels because I love the individuality. I love individual expression. I love art and I love beauty and I love a good story. And I love thinking about things that may never happen, but at the same time, they're interesting to think about. So think about the themes in that way. Also think about the different narratives that are going to be coming to you. We talked about the transmitter. We talked about the willful transmitting to the people in that can be a manipulation or can be truth being told and genuinely of benefit and support to us. In this way, it's not the same thing in terms of the 1156. It's not a transmission. It's the appeal of the idea. It's like, wow, now is that really possible? I never thought that was possible. How curious that is. You know, if you're a first line like me, it's like, I need to look into that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like something new that I could get into and maybe apply to my own life in some way. And like I said, because of Uranus, it could be new technology. It doesn't have to be. It could be a new way of creating art. It could be a new pathway that's found for us to go down. It doesn't have to be a rabbit hole. It also could be something very beautiful. So something to look forward to, I think. So remember, it kind of kicks off tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to know more about the daily impact from the transit field, there is a link below to the Daily Impact, a free subscription service that I offer. And then you'll get every day a theme of the day and the line of the day, which is also an interesting thing to look at. You know, are we in a first line theme for the day, or a second line theme, or a third line theme, etc. So the first line theme would be investigative and, you know, really going into it. The second line theme is, well, it's more playful. It's more light in a way, can be. Third line, trial and error, you know, making mistakes, finding out that doesn't work, finding out, that's interesting. Discovering things can also be there. The fourth line, the networking day, the day of externalizing what we've been told, what we've received to other people in the way that we've received it. The fifth line, the universalizing day. You know, this is like the rebel day, the heretical day, the thing that really catches you. It's got this edge to it, and you go, wow, what's that? Can be a very attractive pull. And the sixth line day, you know, is it worth my time or not? You know, is it something to get involved with or not? To look at it objectively. So these are the lines that come throughout the week. But the themes that I've just gone through, now that's interesting. Curiosity and direction from Wednesday onwards being the theme for you to think about. You know, can you go your own way? Is there a way to move in a different way, in a way that is more appealing to you, is more suited to you at an individual level? All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back again very soon with something completely different. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.